Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Mm. The thing I've seen and experienced, well, it shatters my sense of reality quite a bit. Uh, it's not the way that I want to touch grass whatsoever, where I don't understand how does it make any sense, including the fact that I just wanted to make this video and then bam, this guy shows up with "I don't like you." Interesting vibes, my friend. Hmm. Yeah. Obviously, at this point, it's like, does he actually not like me, or is there more to it? Because I can increase the dramatic and traumatic effect. I can become the black hole of for all their hatred, or I can just dodge it. But honestly, I'll take the hatred. Hmm. Yeah, I'll take it. I can take it. It's just something weird happened. Uh, I got more than I expected. Alright, so my previous video was me ranting basically on this Runeverse nonsense and how everyone is toxic against me. Technically, I could again dodge their comments and pretend they're not directed to me, but it's like, who cares? I'll take the bullet, man. You shooting guns randomly? I'll stand in front of your fucking gun. I'm bulletproof anyways. You know, but then uh, you know, this happened. It just shatters my sense of reality, and it pisses me off very badly. Most importantly, uh, yeah, I mean, I understand people have different backgrounds and they have to deal with different things. But on the internet, maybe don't fucking put your baggage up front unless you're trying to survive. And for me, now I have plenty of baggage, actually. Alright? Uh, you don't want to act like a fucking celebrity. And if you're a normie, maybe hide all your imperfections, because it's gonna ruin your life. I'm a shadow person myself. Seeing another shadow person just come up next to my apartment, mm, uh, I don't give a fuck, man. Mm, I'll fight if I have to. I'll be nice if I have to. Whatever happens, bro. Whatever weapons I'll need to use, I'll defend myself. And it's probably gonna work out just fine. Alright? As long as no one gets caught red-handed. It's the worst one. You know? But this one's not cool, man. And there's also what happened. I always have this fear, right? I will look through the eye. Uh, let me see. I have to translate this properly. Yeah, the hole in the door, the peephole. It's fucking weird. Is it that simple? So not. What if I say scary? Technically, what I've seen is scarier because it's actually like real. Like it's real. Alright. So, and now my life is completely twisted. Well, technically, if you're looking through a peephole and you're seeing someone staring back at you, it's pretty scary. But it's not that level, okay, of unbelievable insanity. All right, it is insanity, but it's not unbelievable insanity to where no one would be able to believe me anymore. All right, I have to express myself. I do my best expressing myself. I do my job basically. All right, and if that's the expectation, that's the expectation of. I'm here to save people's lives because of this. And at this point, we found more grass to touch, to be honest. That peephole, well, there's more grass apparently. Because for the first time in forever, I looked through the peephole, and my biggest fear is that I'm gonna actually see something. And I did. I did see something. I looked, okay, there's a shadow. There's always a shadow. And it moves. And it moves. And I'm like, am I seeing this? This is so weird. So surreal all of a sudden. Like, is it moving? I start questioning myself. So, that's pretty scary. And then the lights turns on because sensors. And then there was a guy this whole time. There was a real person who was moving, who pretty much realized he was being watched and just walked down the stairs all of a sudden. 3 a.m., my friends. And I wish I was making this thing up, because now my life is under a weird threat where it's like, how does this happen exactly at the time when pretty much a very dramatic thing is melting down in a Discord server? Usually when stuff like this happen, bad things start happening, in fact. And I don't like those coincidences, alright? But it's usually just my mental nonsense happening. This one was the most real and the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. This is beyond something I've ever experienced. Like, voices in my head is like nothing compared to like an actually seeing something that reacted to me seeing that thing. And it's like, why is it there? What is happening? Am I touching grass successfully now? Oh, touching reality. Oh. So it can be anything you want these days. Yeah. Psychic abilities. Not so stupid anymore. Doesn't feel stupid anymore. Vibes doesn't feel stupid. I mean, my mind is completely fucking shattered. Ghosts still feel very stupid to me, but the sixth sense thing that, well, is literally the last card that someone gave to me, and apparently it's pretty useful. I don't know, bro. Except the effect is stupid. Trap? Trap, yeah. Is internet a trap? Fascinating story. I'll definitely investigate that. I mean, there's the golden word called opportunities. Is the internet where everything is cool and fancy a trap? And then there's shadow people, so you try and talk to them, right? It's the greatest opportunity of all time. I'll definitely chase that. I'll definitely open the door and start talking to that person. I would if he would come back, and I'm like, well, you're in my territory, now I have to defend myself. Now I have to show some authority. I will have to fucking talk to this guy. Alright? And maybe I'll have to have a weapon in my hands, just in case. But, yeah. It is, absolute insanity that So yeah, the coincidence is like I get to the one of the most intense times talking to a bunch of crazy people, three of them basically jumping on me at the same time on Discord, and then there's the fourth ultimate shadow person, and the fifth person who fucking says I don't like you when I'm trying to make this video all of a sudden. Maybe it's some fucking Discord thing where it detects that I'm active and will updated the whole thing, and I get what? No, it can't be that. But obviously, again, I love that they're using the gun. I made a scary statement with another person in there. All right, so maybe he doesn't like that person. You know, do people talk in that subliminal fucking sense that they have to talk in that sense? It's like, man, am I like the virgin person who who can actually express themselves properly and everyone else is basically dead inside? What is happening, bro? Please give me more information that wouldn't fucking destroy more sense of reality, because like it's pretty bad as it is. All right, it's pretty bad right now. It's in pretty bad shape. You know, it's like a few steps towards World War III, something that I don't really want to experience right now. You know, we heard tales that world wars were happening, but for me it's just like, well, people are ridiculously stupid. But now, like, now everything just got reset. A reset button is like, well, think again. So, the takeaway obviously is that vibes matter. Oh, and yeah, it's a short video. Because potentially everyone is your enemy if you want them to be. If you're asking for trouble, you get trouble. But I really didn't thought it's gonna go to that extreme. Because you must understand, there had to be a person attracted to my apartment, next to my apartment, recognize that I have detected him, again, recognize that he's attracted in a particular time and appears at 3 a.m. and attracts me to the peephole at the same time. All these things are so unlikely. This is a psychic shit going on, okay? This is unexplainable by science. Alright, I love science so much. I'm definitely not an anti-science community leader, but, you know, like, all these scientifically minded people are just basically dead inside to me as well. I can't trust them whatsoever. I can't trust nobody, bro. Nor have I ever had trusted anyone. And that fucking tears me up inside. But, you know, gotta go do my shadow things, being torn apart a little bit, but not actually. So that's what I'm glad. As long as I have my things, all right. You know, a much worse thing that could have happened, much more stomach twisting thing, is just all of a sudden someone has access to my computer and does shady things that way, and I just lose control over my most precious things in life, and just like, now that would be fucking disgusting. But someone being attracted and doing stupid shit physically, in a physical world, I don't really have control over a physical world anyways, so losing a little bit more control over that is like, yeah, take it. I'm sure it's very easy to buy a car, get a girlfriend, get a job, all these physical things. You will definitely not lose your mind while doing those things, because apparently they're 10 times more difficult than I fucking thought. When you include the vibes, alright? When you understand, the more knowledge you have, the less sense the world actually makes, and your vibes just drop down as a consequence. It's almost like the curse of knowledge. But I'm a fucking shadow person. I'm not cursed by having a resource. Alright? To me, knowledge is just equal to power and just steadily rises. And I can just accumulate knowledge forever and ever. I'll be able to attract better people than this. So the fact that I was able to attract a person, that's my superpower. That's not a threat whatsoever. I'll punch that person in the face if I have to. No problem. So, yeah, that's the takeaway. There's consequences for everything. Literally every single fucking dot I put this dot and there's gonna be consequences, guys. Fucking consequences. I am sorry, guys. The world is insane. And holy crap. Holy crap. Yes, I will look through the peephole again, but as I looked, the dude is gone. Alright, this was one-time experience. It's still surreal and very unlikely thing to happen. I sometimes look through the peephole, and I have the fear of seeing something. I don't want to see it, because it wouldn't make any sense, but this... Whoops! I got something. I got something, bro. I looked like 3 times already, like... it's gone. The shadow is gone. No problem. Because it, like, immediately threw me off. Like, oh, there's something literally in between, smack dab. When I'm looking through, like, who needs to go to the 5th floor? Yeah, there's 5th floor of apartments. And, the dude just went all the way up in the middle of the night. Seeking shelter, obviously, because rent is so fucking high, am I right? And the 5th floor is the best place to be, because there's not that many people walking past, right? That's the idea. But we don't know what the reality is until I approach the person, alright? So, all odds excluded, we have to remain in reality, because, oh well... You know, this is the reason why toxic communities exist. It's like, well, it's your shelter to remain sane, I guess. I don't have to. I would lose sanity if I belong in a certain community. But, hello there. Yeah. I understand, like, people's consciousness can't handle most of the stuff that I'm dealing with right now. Even the level of knowledge that I have, they can't handle that shit. I understand, but there's no reason to be average. Alright? Being average will give you a random life. If you want some control over your life, you have to be slightly above average. So the evil doesn't just grab you whenever it wants and gets away with it. You know, it's just a very simple thing. For some reason, there's evil in the world. Bad things kind of happen. And you have to always be on your toes just to be slightly above average to not get in trouble. Alright, so when I interpret this, I'm not like, there's an assassin waiting to kill me. The moment I'm gonna go out to get my grocery shopping, I'm gonna get fucking killed. I don't think like that. Alright? I'm gonna be challenged. I'm gonna punch someone in the face. Maybe I'll have to run and leave my groceries behind. That's fine. We call police. We do investigation. We do a lot of work. In reality, it might empower me somehow and put more things into motion. Because if the moment someone interviews me, I'm not gonna talk about the shit that happened. I'm gonna talk about me being YouTube CEO, me being, well, 50-50, alright? 50% of what you asked me, 50% of what I like to talk about. You know, it's a talk show. I'll talk what I like to talk about. So, I don't know, bro. I had to make a video on this one, because it threw me off a cliff, and I got 2 subscribers. That's cool. I hope they're not people trying to kill me right now, so it's pretty good. Fantastic. Life is, pretty crazy. Yeah, and at some point I did heard voices, and it's like, that threw me off. But now it's coming back, bro. It's coming back. All those traumatic memories of reality not being real as you think it is, you know. You settle down, you ground yourself, and it's like, oh, I believe in this, and this, and I'm not gonna change my beliefs anymore. And, oh, woo, woo. Fantastic. You know, the thing that I keep repeating myself, the ultimate belief, is like, well, you got life, which is a very magical thing already. You got life. You can't really have any more expectations of what life truly is. It could be infinite, it could be pretty crazy, you could be deceived every step of the way, you could be played. Yes, fantastic that reality is consistent, fantastic that the average actually exists and creates that consistency, I believe. But we all also have hidden superpowers and abilities, an ability to turn into a monster anytime we want, and it's pretty scary stuff. But my job is to always be, you know, honest and express myself, whatever happens, and not to make up bullshit stories, bullshit experience for the views. That's not my fucking there's no reason for it. I'm not gonna get views no matter what I do. Okay, I can throw myself off a cliff. I'm not gonna get any views. So it's first of all, I'm pretty much like trapped to just use YouTube in a completely different fashion, and these are the videos that's supposed to establish trust for this community. I might change my behavior in the future. If I become a popular kid, I might try to clean myself off of those bad vibes and start becoming a brain-dead piece of shit all of a sudden. But at least you know where I came from. Alright? The origin story. Where reality doesn't make any sense. Bye. See you next time, but not in a video like this, hopefully. Alright? This, it's not a fucking series. I don't want a series of these videos. I don't want this to... Reality doesn't make sense series all of a sudden? But it would be like the worst thing ever. I would be torn apart emotionally to an extreme level, and no one would believe that. No one would be able to relate to that. And it's like, I have psychic abilities, and everyone calls me a loser. Isn't that next level of insanity? You know, but at least being called a loser is better than being ignored. So that's fine with me. See you guys next time.